Oh, fiddling with camera again. Sorry, guys. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the live show. And thank you for coming if you're not here already. So just while I get comfortable with the camera and everything, that's better. Hi there. So while we're waiting for people to come here live and for the live show, what this topic is about, why Harry feels like he can't get out of bed in the morning. We will look at that. But people who have worked a 12-hour shift, okay, a 12-hour day, had to get up at and a very stressful job like I used to do, nursing. I'm not going to equate it to that, but I feel this is partly to do with it. Anybody that's had a 12-hour shift day, which is you hit the ground running, and it's stress, high-level stress. That's what you feel like. It's like a burnout feeling, okay, after a while. Some days it's okay. Some days you're just dragging yourself out of bed knowing that you're going to get a barrage of questions, a barrage of high stress, a barrage, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? Why didn't this happen? You know, and relatives shouting at you, because nursing, it's a very difficult job. You will know what it's like to have those days where you can't get up out of bloody bed, okay? And I will get onto this. I think I'm going to get onto this pretty straight away because I'm already getting people coming on here. Ooh, does it make me angry? Yeah, because what I'm getting here is intuitively is straight off the bat. This is what Harry's not used to, okay? He's not used to get up at 4. Don't forget he's dealing with Meghan, who likes to get up at the crack of dawn with her, you know, with her exercises there, yoga, and she's encouraging Harry to do this because you know what, Harry, this helps your mental health. It helps your mental health. It helps your stress. So it's like, oh my God, I'm finding it difficult to get out of bed in the mornings because of there's so much going on in the world, Meghan. It's really affecting my mental health. It's like, there's so much to deal with. Do you mind if I just leave the yoga for today? I'm just finding it so hard to get out of bed. I'm just worried about everything. So let's look into this. Is this Harry's kind of mask dropping off here? Of all exuberant about the yoga and getting up at the crack of dawn, watching the sun come up. Let's watch the sun come up, Harry. Come on. You know, we're in Africa. I just feel he can't keep it up. I feel he can't keep it up. He can't keep that. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, let's have the avocado on toast for breakfast. It's not enough for me. I need pancakes, syrup. I need a proper English breakfast, sausages, bacon, eggs, bread, tea with sugar in it. You know, this nonsense. I've kept it up for you, but hey, I can't be bothered to get out of bed to eat your healthy breakfast that just give me no energy whatsoever. I I think that's an excuse, guys. I think it's all taking its toll. It's all taking its toll here on Harry, and it's like he's just got to explain to everyone why he can't get out of bloody bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, for the day. Why he's sitting up at night with a beer. Let's just switch off, watch some soccer on the TV, because that's who he is. That's who he is. Crack open that beer. Meghan's saying, no, don't touch the beer. Overall, it's not good for your anxiety and all of that. And but that's who Harry is, and I think the pretending is starting to. The pretending side of this relationship is starting to, the masks are dropping. When you only lasts 2 years, that, doesn't it? In a relationship, that mask. If that, that faking it for 2 years. Oh yeah, I can get up with you, Meghan. You see, Harry is following Meghan's lead because why? Because he's a 6-year-old in a man's body. It's like, oh, mommy, I can't get up. I don't want to get up for school. Can I just have an extra hour in bed? I mean, good God. And Meghan's getting up about 4 o'clock, arranging everything, and come on, we can watch the sun come up. We can do the yoga and all of this kind of thing. I mean, it's okay for her if she's on some kind of stimulant to keep her going all night and all day, So let me look at this. I want to look at this. What is the truth behind the scene of this? Okay, of why he said this. Yeah, he can pretend for so long. That little boy that can pretend to be a good boy for so long, and then you can see him going, and oh, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this today. Come on, grow up. A lot of us grown-ups have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and jump in our car and drive in teeming rain, and the windscreen wipers are going like this, and you're half asleep, but you've got to get to work to do that 16-hour shift. That's thankless. All you do is get moaned at all the time. From you hit the floor running, okay, and you're in that hospital emergency unit, and you're hitting the floor running and skidding, and there's people saying to you, what about you've not done this properly. I am going to make a complaint about you. And you're doing bending over backwards to help those people. You're doing everything you can. You're drawing up your antibiotics. You've got so many antibiotics. This ligament pain in your hand. You think, can I actually draw up another antibiotic here? But we've got no staff, so I'm the only person that can do this. So you're drawing this up, and the pressure and all this, and your knuckles are hurting. One day they should actually they should have it already mixed. The bags that are ready mixed, they should do that instead of drawing up, because that really does get your hands. Okay, never mind that. But some people do that every single day, and you're put under pressure, constant pressure. By the end of the shift, you've got migraine. Your head is so foggy you can't think straight. You're running on adrenaline. when you're leaving. So you get to bed and your mind is going like crazy because your body is running on cortisol and adrenaline because it is so stressful. And here is Harry saying, you know, spoilt Harry has been able to lie in the mornings, not had any stress, had a privileged life, you know, and all of a sudden he's working for a living. He's working for a living. He's doing duties. You know, normally it's like 1 or 2 days. That's fine. I can get through that. I've got 2 days, and I'm doing that. I'm doing that duty that I have to do there. But you know, the rest of the week, okay. I'm finished. I can go and play polo. I can go and do this. Can sleep all day if I want to. He's got 10 days of getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and people complaining to him, saying, you know, you know, have you thought about, you know, the white people that are being discriminated in? Have you thought about covering that because you're offending? Did you realise that you're offending by your speeches that you've written yourselves there about the colourful rainbow nation that doesn't exist? Did you realise that? Did you realise that Desmond Tutu's done bugger all for years and just accepted that, you know, that position and has not said a word about rapes and murders and torturing? And you're going to go and visit that guy who does bugger all, who says nothing about it. Do you realise, Harry, that there's a wave of complaints here that, you know, you're supporting these colourful people that do bugger all, do nothing? In the state of affairs here in Africa, you are ambassadors. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You know, there is Harry with his proper job, okay, and he doesn't know what to do with himself. I can't sleep. I can't get up. Can't get up in the mornings. I can't get up in the mornings. I've got a proper job where I am an African ambassador, and I've got to answer these questions and address this. And I just can't get up because there's so many problems. Well, you know, grow up, Harry. You've got a proper job for like 10 days, and then you've got your team to do all the rest of it while you're not there. And you know what you're doing? You're just running around trying to make your reputations better, and you know, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all fake. And you're knackered. You're too tired because you're not used to it. You're used to the privileged life. You know, getting up when you want to. Being lazy, that lazy teenager used to be, drinking beer, watching the game, you know, having your girlfriend cook you a chicken in the kitchen. This is real life, Harry. It's real life. People suffer. People suffer. Get up in the morning. I've got blisters on their feet from the day before from those shoes. And this is what I'm picking up, Paja. He doesn't have a clue about real life. That's what I pick up here. How dare he say, I find it so hard to get up in the morning because there's so many stressful problems to deal with. And I know what you're saying, that, you know, would Diana have said that? Would Princess Diana have said that? No, she got up, she did her duty, she looked totally groomed, she was very kind of poised, very humanitarian to the core was Diana. Didn't care about cuddling AIDS victims. Didn't care about walking over a landmine. Debbie is too immature for that position. He's a 12-year-old that's been spoilt to death by his compensating damn family. He's chosen a celebrity as a wife. You know, let's look at the truth here. Let's look at the truth here. This is just somebody who's never damn worked in their life. And you can say, oh, you know, I said that because I just find it so stressful that there's so many problems in Africa and I'm an ambassador. And what am I doing there? I can't stick a Band-Aid. All I'm doing is sticking a Band-Aid on here. And you should have thought about that when you took on that job. When you said you were going to run away from England because they're all bloody racist there. You know, so we're going to run away to Africa, to all of those problems. You're opening the door there to all of those problems in Africa. You're the ambassador, Harry. You've got to sort out this mess. Nobody else is going to speak. This Desmond Tutu is absolutely rubbish. He's not spoken for years. And he's let these atrocities go on, these murders, these rapes. You know, I find it pathetic anyway. I'm going to read this. And yeah, let's have a look here. Okay. He's never had a proper job in his life, and I think this is the problem. Prince Harry admits sometimes I'm so worried I can't get out of bed in the morning. Oh, really? I wish I could have thought that, you know, when I was working in intensive care, and I thought to myself, you know, I'm so worried about those people suffering, dying, and they relying on me. I can't get out of bed. I can't go. I mean, really? The Duke of Sussex admits problems of the world weigh him down on royal tour to South Africa. Well, he doesn't like the job that he's been given. This is what this is. Can't I have a job where I'm just doing light kind of duties? Can't I just be given a job where I'm shaking people's hands maybe once every month? You know? Prince Harry has revealed he sometimes can't get out of bed in the mornings because he's so worried about all the problems in the world. The Duke of Sussex, who has previously spoken of his mental health struggles. So what's he saying? That, you know, I've got a mental health issue. I shouldn't be working. Now, I do understand about people who have mental health and suffer from depression. And you can actually claim from the state if you can prove that this incapacitates and makes you a disabled person. Yeah, because people cannot get out of bed in the mornings because of depression, and I do feel it for people like this. So what I pick up here is Meghan said, come on, we've got to get up. And Meghan is like, jumps out of bed at 4 in the morning to do yoga. She starts contacting all her people, phone calls, talking to them. And Harry say, oh, I just can't get up. I can't get out of bed. I've got depression. I've got depression, Meghan. Leave me alone. Can I just sleep? Can I just sleep in? Can I just sleep in? And you know, when he's talking, it's like you can see he's not coping because his arms are all over the place. when you get arms all over the place like this, when you're talking like this and this, it's like, well, could you imagine me being in intensive care nurse? And I'm not saying, but I'm kind of, this is like in comparison, and I am explaining to a very worried relative that their relative is going to be dying overnight, and we can do the best we can. We're going to have to switch off the machinery. You know, we're going to have to switch off the ventilators with their permission and all that. And me explaining to a relative with my arms waving like this, and tomorrow, and you know, this is the way it is. How would that look? How would that look? When you wave your arms around like that, I mean, most politicians keep their arms to their side, knowing that that's an expression of weakness. Anyway, it really incensed me that I feel like he's never had a job in his life. Once a month he goes and he'll go and do these duties, whatever that is, rugby match, give a you know, some kind of yeah, it's like he's explaining like it's the way people explain and express, you know, and all of this kind of thing. But an ambassador, and again, they've got that wrong, because ambassador people of really high standing, or have got a very responsible position, do not do that. Would just stay still, so people can feel that they can feel assured of their presence, you know, and that's why you do that. That's why you stay still, and that's why maybe a little bit expression, but not like this, you know, kind of thing. Whether that's an American thing, I don't know. Yeah, so let's just continue here. So what I pick up intuitively, and I will pull some cards out here. I just feel he's never worked a day in his damn life, and all of a sudden he's been excited about this African trip. You know, we'll go and see Desmond Tutu. And we'll introduce Archie to Desmond Tutu. We also get these groups of ladies who were all ignoring Meghan, and there's something political there because they were ignoring her. You know, I think at one point Meghan told one to sit down and join me. You know, they're representing England, who they loathe white people. In a sense, they blame white people for their and especially the royalty for their position in life. You know, and they will not acknowledge. They will not acknowledge. And Alexandra, why didn't let Harry hold Archie? Because he's not really into it. He's made out he's into it, being a father and all of this kind of thing. But in reality, he's a 12-year-old in a man's body. Now, Meghan knows that. And I've mentioned this before, all this clowning around. And Meghan's kind of realizing that she's actually got a little boy here and not actually got a man, you know, straightening her hair out and doing stupid things. things like, come on, let's dance, you know, and all this. And all Meghan wants to do is look professional. I was like, well, we're ambassadors. I don't really feel this is like doing all this kind of thing. Yay. And it's the right thing to do for ambassadors, and people will not take us seriously if we start with these silly antics. I think this is wearing thin for Meghan. And she has just kind of said, hi there, thank you for your donation. I do put my heart and soul into these readings, I do. Thank you, Kanaka Coconut. What a name, Kanaka. Okay, much love, Yvonne. I'm coming to UK next month. Get back to me, please. Yes, I heard that. And we could meet up. Yeah, anybody coming to the UK, we could meet up. Now, that would be October. I'm really busy October. I'm banged out October. I'm not making that as an excuse, but I've got a family thing going on in October. We will 20th to the 30th. I think that's, give me an email. I feel like maybe the 30th I could meet up with you. Let's talk about that. Thank you for your donation, Kanaka. And I'd love to meet up with you guys. So 30th actually looks promising. But we'll talk, give me an email, okay? I know I get so many emails. And now I get emails from this Patreon telling me about all of this. So anyway, yeah. And also Patreons. I know this is not Patreon. Become a patron, because I'm organising meetings in the UK and overnight stays and all that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, seriously interested, give me an email, okay? Okay, what I get here is, yeah, there's this situation, isn't there? He's like a 12-year-old in a man's body. We can see that. I've said that all the way through. He's got to get married. He can't be the spare single guy in the royal family. And, you know, look how quickly she got pregnant and all that kind of thing. Known each other 2 years. All immature stuff. The whole thing. I think that Meghan stepped into that thinking it's great that, you know, I've bagged myself a prince. But look what you've got in reality. Somebody who can't get up in the mornings, making excuses. So who have we got? Is that a troll? Thank you for your comment there, General Lee, but I think you're on the wrong channel. And unfortunately, I'm going to remove you, okay. I don't know if that's taken him off good. Okay, General Lee, thank you, but you're not welcome, okay. Although I'm nice about it. Do you know, it'd be great to meet up with you guys. You know, I feel like, wouldn't it be great to meet up every month somewhere? And that's what I would like to plan, is whatever that is, some spiritual days, some spiritual few days, meeting up, doing things. I've kind of decided England, although we're having a hurricane, as predicted, okay, I predicted we would have floods, mass flooding. Now, it's a bit worrying with that prediction that I did. At first it was Houston, but now I said lots of places. Do you remember? And now we have England. We're going to get this deluge over the next few days. Yes, so I did say there's mass flooding. So, oh, Johnny P, yeah. Johnny P, whoever you are, thank you for coming, but you're not welcome, okay? You've been blocked. You can watch in frustration, but you can't add. Okay, that's what I like about this. I love getting back at my trolls. Okay, you can watch with glee, but you're not welcome. There you go. So, okay, so yeah, Cecilia, Desmond Tutu is one of our problems. Yeah, exactly. And they're introducing the baby to Desmond Tutu. And now, you know, he doesn't do a damn thing with all these atrocities that are going on in Africa, South Africa. Desmond Tutu is one of our problems, and they love him. How could they? Before going to any country, do your history first, or sit on your bum and become a beach bum that you are. Well, it angers me because, you know, they've sent these ridiculous people to somewhere that's got so many problems. And then they're saying that English people are racist, and they go to Africa, and, you know, and all these, there's rapes and murders of white people. And what do? They introduce Archie not to the UK, but to a black man. How is that going to look to the taxpayer? So, it's just swimming around my head. You know, it's saying, don't say this, do say this, don't say this, that's too much. But swimming around my head, I feel nauseous. There is so many problems in Africa. Those two guys, Meghan and Harry, are the wrong people to go and be ambassadors for Africa. Diana did it properly. She didn't care. She wanted to be part of those people's hearts. And the next few days, if you're watching this, Harry, okay, you don't like getting up in the morning, okay, you don't like to have a proper job, you like to go and do your polo with your friends, you know, in Surrey, wherever you go, there in Sussex, Surrey, and you like to, you know, with your polo horses, you like to join your polo friends with a few drinks and all that kind of thing, and your rugby. But you've never had a proper job, but now you've got a proper job, whether you like it or not, okay? You've got a proper wife, and you're a father. So step up to that, okay? This is what you wanted. You wanted to be a grown-up. If you're watching this, Harry, you've got an opportunity next few days, Angola, and all these other visits. You've planted a tree already, which is, it's great, but I think you need to say something heartfelt. Write out, stay up all night writing that speech that your mother would say. And I'll get one of your aides to say, I want a speech like my mother would say. And I'm none of this nonsense, from the heart, and I want to make a big impact on the people of Africa. None of this nonsense, like we're running around like it's, you know, like it's some kind of gap year. So I don't know what's happened to the chat, guys. Am I still here? Okay, so let me continue. Just let me know if I'm still here. I think it's enraged a lot of Africans, and like I said, I watched the hawk, who is an South African, and you know, his videos were so enraging over this. What are they doing there, running around like gap year students? I think Meghan, what I pick up with Meghan, and I know, you know, let's give Meghan some credit. I think she does want to do this properly. I don't feel that I feel she's been told to act like the clown because it's popular with Harry. But she wants to act like an ambassador, and I think that's great for her to think like that, and that's the way to go. She wants to wear the classy outfit, to be demure, to actually, do that work that Diana had left in her legacy to complete. Sorry, my nose itching. I feel that Meghan wants to get her hands dirty and then be very serious about this, but I think Harry's got to step up to the plate. He's too immature. He's been spoilt. He's not the right person. He is the right person if he grows a pair of balls and he puts another 20 years on his maturity, then he would be the right person. Okay. But as he's running around at the moment, all he's doing is getting photo opportunities with black kids, going like this, I don't know how to do that, like this, and high fives, and that's not what they want. They want an ambassador. Okay, Harry 35 made the comments during the second day, and he's saying, I can't get out of bed. Oh, wow. He needs to get the sack. Harry 35 made the comments during the second day of his visit to South Africa. And he may say, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I can imagine him saying, I didn't mean it like that. What? How did you mean it? How did you mean it? I'm finding it hard to get out of bed in the morning because there's so many problems here. Somebody got murdered around the corner while we were, dancing. Babies are getting raped and women are getting raped and murdered and tortured and burned alive as you're speaking. I find it absolutely shocking that you turn around on the second day, I can't get out of bed in the morning. Get yourself sorted, mate. Go and get yourself sorted. Get some proper speeches. Do what your mother did. It's up to you now to show Africa that you're with them. The couple visited a mosque, and and was that the right thing to do here? Wearing a headscarf, I predicted that a long time ago that she would be dressed in head to toe with. Do you remember that reading that I did? I predicted that she would go into a mosque with her head covered up with a scarf, looking all demure. Amazing. Okay. Anyway, what are they doing there? It's just, what are they trying to do? Among them was Peter Oki, 18, an Anglican Christian, originally from Lagos, Nigeria, who moved to Cape Town. Was from Nigeria, moved to Cape Town 5 years ago and attended a Jewish school. Well, there is no education now, is there? Apparently, there is no law. It's a lawless place. Peter now studies politics and sociology at the University of Cape Town. Okay, well, that's an achievement. To say there's no education. He said he asked Harry and Meghan what they wanted their legacy to be. Okay. This student of politics sociology here. What is your legacy? What are you doing here? What would you like your legacy to be? What would you like your legacy to be? Instead of photo opportunities with gangs of black kids going like this, hey, Harry said that he okay, this was his answer, okay. What would you like? What are you going to do, Harry? What would you like your legacy to be? Because your mother was amazing. This is what his answer was. Harry said that he often woke up and felt overwhelmed by too many problems. that sometimes it's hard to get out of bed in the mornings. But he wanted to use their platform to enable grassroots change and to try to create a better society. That's a huge task. That's a huge task. I think your legacy should be like your mother's, of being that heart that cares, and hopefully showing this love of your heart that cares, truly cares. It will help others to care and spread, and spread the care and concern for each other. I'm sure that's what you're aiming for, but it's to actually care, So that's what he said. That's what he was asked by that political student. What is their legacy? And that's the answer. Harry, thumping his chest, said, I feel that you're speaking from here. Well, that's good if you're saying that, okay. Because that means that you are speaking from the heart like your mother. And it goes on to say this meaningless thing here. Meghan, who wore a floor-length olive dress and cream headscarf, told him, that was just so meaningful. It gave me chills. Well, good, because they should. This is how they should be feeling, from the heart. So why I feel that statement was I feel that statement to say that sometimes I find it hard to get out of bed in the morning. Can somebody tell me what's up with the chat? Are you able to get on the chat, guys, or is there a problem there? Just let me know, because it stopped. The chat stopped. Can you let me know by just putting a message there? Because normally I've got lots of messages by this time. If not, the messages on the chat stopped, guys. I can't see your chats. And it's oh, everything's okay, great. So you can still hear me. Okay, well, your chats have suddenly come up just there as you speak. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming here this evening. And I couldn't see your chat, so I'm sorry that I didn't answer your chats. And I'm glad that I actually got the link from one of the community about this hawk, which made me kind of think that it's making people angry, and I think that they're not listening to that, are they? They're listening to all this ridiculousness of posh dress and all of this kind of thing, when there's so much going on. And he's saying, I can't get up in the morning. Do you know what I pick up here intuitively? The reason he can't get up in the morning, yes, it may be because there's so many problems. But I pick up he's never had a proper job. He's attended duties maybe once a month, and then the rest of the time doing his polo and meeting up with his polo friends, which is all very posh boys, from Eton and all that kind of thing, and not this, not kind of getting your hands dirty. And after 2 days, I'm finding it hard to get up in the morning. Well, if you think about it, we've also got this competitive side here with Meghan and Harry. What I pick up here intuitive psychically is also this competitiveness with we have on the one hand Meghan wanting to be this political figure, being very kind of stoic and wanting to be taken seriously. We've got on the other hand here Harry wanting to play the clown, and play the fool, and getting the making everybody laugh, because that's what he does, and making people smile. It works what Harry does. So now we have this competitiveness here. What I pick up, this Meghan, I think she could actually really put her foot down here and say, no, I want to be taken seriously. I don't want to be joking around like this. There's so many serious issues out there, and I think we should do a speech where we say, well, we do. Our eyes are open to all of the issues surrounding South Africa. We understand it is out of control, and we want to just be a little kind of I don't know how they would say that, but I think if they made a speech saying we're our eyes are fully open to all of the issues, but we're just like, we're not even hitting the surface of trying to, but we can encourage people and leaders to take heed, to take, do different things to protect their population and people and humanity. And with a heartfelt speech like that, I think then we'd probably understand. But it's like they're on a gap year, and they're doing like a holiday thing, and there's no real meaningful speeches here. Just my take on that. Okay. I couldn't give a rat's ass. Sorry about the swearing. I couldn't give a rat's ass about that axie dress that's recycled, that's tight on her anyway. I couldn't care about that. I couldn't really care about Harry and his mental health, and he can't get out of bed in the morning because he can't cope with a proper job. Instead of saying me, I can't get up in the morning. As soon as I get up in the morning, it's I'm competing with Meghan here, who says like, no, Harry, you should be more serious. Oh no, I feel that we should be clowning around and making people laugh. That's what this is about. And Meghan, well, how are we going to be taken seriously if you're acting the clown all the time? So we've got that competing thing going on there, which I pick up. The reason why, I don't think I answered this, did I? The reason why Meghan was holding the baby, PR, okay, to give her the publicity, to make her look like a caring mother, that the baby belongs to her because there was that surrogate thing going on, and to make it look as if like, let's reattach this baby to you where it belongs with you. And because it's a surrogate child, there's no bond there with Harry. That is so, especially if you're suffering from depression, for a man to, even with a normal mental state, for a man to accept a surrogate child that's born from, their sperm and all that kind of thing, and born from a strange woman, it can really affect the bonding of the child. It's disturbing. I know it sounds like, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with surrogacy. No, but it can affect fathers. I've done a little bit of research on that. It can affect the fathers bonding with the child when they're watching a strange woman give birth to their child. It's all bizarre, and it's something to do with the biological part of the brain. So I feel there is this it's like an adopted child. It's like an adopted child. And there's like it's nice because Meghan is holding and cuddling and bonding. She has had all this time to bond with Archie, and that was the main thing, because she's the mother, trying to be the mother anyway. So I kind of stepped back and allowed, the worst thing that a father can do is to step back and allow the mother to do all the work. But then again, we're talking about some 12-year-old in a man's body. He's not going to understand about surrogacy and bonding, and that there is this weirdness that goes on in the head of a man, biological, to bond with a child, because watching a strange woman's genitalia give birth to your child is quite disturbing. Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm just doing that in a medical sense. Okay. It's one of the reasons he didn't hold the baby. He held the baby when it was born. But the mask is falling off now. Let's not forget that. 2 years is up. The mask is falling off. He's like, I still want to be a clown. And Meghan wants to be that political Michelle Obama lookalike, stoic, taken seriously. And there's this competing with each other all the time. It erupts into, I'm the prince. I'm never wrong. You should agree with me. And it's like Meghan has to shut up because, he has got the power. He has got the power. And she knows that. She knows that she's got to suck it all up and take it all and be that fool and embarrass herself in front of everybody like an idiot. She knows she's got to do that, and she knows that next day the newspaper's going to say, why would you be dancing when there's rapes and murders on that beach that you went on? Okay, guys. So, oh God, I've lost myself in this reading now, guys. I am a nurse. I am. I've been a nurse for lots of years. It's in my blood. And thank you. People, lots of people do adopt children. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but there's research to say that the father has this weird experience watching a surrogate give birth to his child, and it affects the bonding. I'm not saying that he won't be bonded, that he won't bond with Archie when he gets older. A lot of men find it difficult to bond with their babies. They like to, they're okay once the child gets older and they can play football with them and rugby and all that kind of thing. I do get as well those girls and those women at the mosque were deflecting away from Meghan. I think I can do this without the cards, actually. They were doing that because she's half white. She's half white. And I know that's not fair, and she's half black too. But she's not a full kind of black woman. And again, we're talking about Africa. They're so into their beliefs, they find it a curse that a half white, half black woman here. And they may believe all that witchcraft thing. She hates her black side, Pasha. Apparently, somebody said, I think it was the Hawk, I was watching him, and he said that she blacked up her face. I think it was some reports that she's actually been putting bronzer on her to make her look darker, but her legs were white. Anyway, this actually would stress Harry out. And the more pressure that's put onto Harry over this is just going to, You know, I did Harry on the Brink with one of my uncut readings. I don't know if anybody saw that. I'll try and transfer that onto, if I can, it's onto Patreon. But I did do a reading about Harry on the Brink, so this may be pushing him over the edge a bit. I feel that the royal family are not supporting him with this either. It's your choice. You want to go and live in Africa. You've always said you wanted to live in Africa. You know, this is the place for you. This is your homeland. This is your spiritual home. You've always said you wanted to go and live in Africa. So there we are. You've got the opportunity to go. You've called English people racist. You go and show and expose your baby, not to the British public, who are actually paying taxes for you to go there, but Desmond Tutu, who has done nothing, absolutely nothing, to stop all that horrible rapes, murders, and torturing. And like I said, if anybody wants to, I'm all good for actually mentioning other channels. The Hawk, okay. Don't go yet, but and come back and tell me what you feel, because I think he's a South African man, and he's telling the truth about this. I was completely shocked. Yeah, bleaching and bronzing. Her skin must be in a right mess. Bleaching her skin and then bronzing it up again. Her identity. Being a narcissist, okay, her identity must be all over the bloody place. Really. And then we've got the narcissist who's always looking for the attention and wanting to take that platform there, using people as stepping stones to get there. And we've got the clown, okay, of a 12-year-old in a man's body. If he could put, and he will, when he gets to around 55, he will be Harry who we want Harry to be. He will grow up. But as it stands, he's not grown up, even after becoming a father. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I just find it insulting that our part of our royal family have sent these two people to that country that need help so much, and introduce their baby like Desmond Tutu is part of their family, sitting there chatting and going, "Oh, cuckoo, cuckoo! Oh, isn't he lovely?" I just find that a very strange thing to do when that Desmond Tutu has done sod all for that country. Is there anybody South African here? Just explain. Am I right there? Because that is not the right thing to do. So I do get that visit there is just continuing to enrage the South Africans, especially the white South Africans, because it's not just blacks in South Africa. No, it's supposed to be a rainbow country. And we're celebrating blacks, okay. Diversity. Diversity of what? You see, Meghan comes out with these, these modules that you study at university about diversity. I did that module on diversity and geographical, all that kind of thing. well-being and different cultures. And it just sounds like she's just reading a quote out of a diversity book. You know, it's like, oh, there's so much diversity here. There's so much diversity, and it's amazing, and we like it, and that, you know, that it's colourful, and diversity. Oh, there's so much diversity. What, that is the word for Meghan, diversity. Okay, you know, you can do a module on diversity and then think you know all about diversity, but what makes it diverse? That's what we want to know. No, oh, there's so much diversity. You've done some multiple choice thing and ticked a box and passed a test here. Anyway, guys, what is a diversity? In fact, I'd want to know that. I'd like Meghan to say something like diversity. What is diversity? Diversity is all these people coming together with all these different backgrounds, from poor people to people who've struggled on the streets, homeless, all coming together and helping each other from every creed, every disability, and every kind of financial hardship. That's what I call pure diversity. Okay, that's what I'd like to hear from her. So thank you everyone for being here, and I just wanted to explore this. Oh, please educate these people. There's a celebrity, and there is a boy in a man's body running around Africa. And, you know, Harry's saying, I can't get up in the mornings. I can't get up in the morning, can't cope with the stress of the world. All because I struggle from depression. So really, I should be taking off this job. You know that person at work, and I know it's nothing bad about depression. It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Okay, it's a bad thing. But you know that person that pretends to have depression, and you know that 1 minute they're laughing their heads off, and you know the life and soul of the party, and the next minute it's like, do you know, I suffer from depression, so I really should not be doing this work here. I should be omitted from being part of this stressful environment here. So I should be put onto something that's easier, you know, like a sitting down job. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming here. Another crazy. I got some new glasses. Did you notice? Not the broken ones. I got rid of the broken ones. You know what? If I was earning enough money, I could get a proper pair of glasses that was but I can't. So that's why I keep getting through all these glasses. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Oh, that'd be great. Let's see. I don't. I know that I'm busy around that time, but you're always welcome to come and arrange to meet if you're coming over. I am getting and arranging to meet people to come over to the UK, or if you're in the UK, from around the 12th of December right up until around the 12th of January. That whole month there. If you want to come, we'll go and see the lights the Christmas lights in Shanna Lee's coming. Well, I hope she's still coming. And I'm going to take you to London and show you the lights of London. Okay, if you want to join us, please give us an email. And there will be little workshops too, but it will be an intimate group. Okay. Bye, Verna. Bye. Thank you for being here. Hello, Ross. Nice to see you. Hello, Carrie, all of you. I remember all your names. Susan, Patricia, thank you for being part of the community. And hello, Robin. Hi. And lovely to see you guys. You're amazing. You really are. And a great community. I didn't mean to offend anybody by setting up Patreon, but Patreon's a great place to be. You're going to love it. I'm building that up too, and it's going to be, discounts on all sorts of things. Okay. Another dimensional entity. Hi, Yvonne. Nice glasses. Hello there. You're welcome. Okay. Squeaky the guinea pig. Hi there. And Debbie's there. Oh, Debbie, you're so sweet. And I just wondered, Debbie, is it okay if I use that? I've not received that recording. So is it okay if I use that recording that you sent me? I would like to start that new thing that I'm planning. That you send me a recording of your talking about your life and what anything about your life. It can be about your dog, it can be about your work, it can be about anything, your childhood, what made you to be the person you are, all of that kind of thing. Send me a voice recording to the email, okay? And I'm going to ask me questions, and we're going to have a discussion and get to know each other. That's on Patreon, by the way. Sorry, because it's private. We don't want to be talking about public things on YouTube. Moons Balloons, hi there. When Harry was in Afghanistan, he likened the blowing up of a village. Yeah, like a game thing, drone, wasn't it? Witnessed and was involved, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's not a bad person. I just feel that he's getting too deep here with all of this. Yeah, he likes his black women, Jackie. Okay, he likes his black women. He's definitely into black women. He does, yeah. Because he's always got on with the African people. He feels that in Africa, and he just always said that he wants that black woman. I feel that's what I'm picking up. Hello, Sylvia Rose. Hello, Gary. Welcome. Okay, thank you for your comments there, Gary, and welcome to the community. Hi. Yeah, I got some new glasses. Thank you, John. And Debbie said, sure, I just can't do a new one. Use it on Patreon. Okay, I will. I'm not going to do those live stories recordings on YouTube. They will be purely on Patreon. Okay, so if you want to join Patreon, and if you want to be part of that community, you want to tell me about your life story, your nursing career, anything, okay, I'd love to hear it, and we will share that on the community on Patreon, not publicly. Okay. Harris, Victoria, thank you, and come back, okay, if you're new to this channel. Hello, Dawn, and hello, Jonan, and thank you, everyone. Charlene, sorry you got here late, and Susan Collins, thank you so much for being here. I love all of you. Okay, keep coming back to the community. Let's create this amazing community. Please share, please like, please put your thumbs up, and also please join Patreon. And also, and I have to say this because I don't get monetized because I say too many such sensitive subjects. Please donate to my channel so I can keep up with the new glasses, getting myself a new laptop and things like that. Much appreciated. People who have donated. Okay, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Love all of you, and bye for now. I will try to come on every day around this time live, because on YouTube, and the rest I feel I will put up videos too, but on the rest will be Patreon. Okay. And bye for now, guys. And okay. Well, maybe try again with the live shows there too on Patreon. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't know. It didn't work. I don't know why that didn't work. Just keep trying, okay? People don't have a problem. Or contact Patreon if you really want to be part of that community, which is going to be a great community, guys, you know. And bye, Shannalee. Just keep trying. That's all I can say. I'll contact Patreon and say, how do I pay? You know. Yeah, and they may explain. And if they explain and it's something I'm doing wrong, let me know. I don't think it is. Good night, everyone. Sleep well, and I love all of you. Okay, and I want this community to grow, and I want us all to meet each other. And I appreciate you too. Love all of you. Okay, and bye for now. Bye bye, everyone. Just doesn't switch off when I want it to switch off. How professional can I look? Thank you, Debbie said. And thank you so much for all your support. And bye for now, guys. La-di-da-di-da.